how are you doing today? So I posted a question in the group not too long ago, and a bunch of you are jumping on and you have some questions for me. So I'm going to go ahead and answer any questions that you have here for me live, as well as address some of the questions that you are having in the group that you've already posted about. So number one, and most importantly, Shannon would like to know when we can go back to normal lives. But unfortunately, that is something that I cannot answer. So moving on to the next question, and I haven't actually read through all of these yet. I just know that there is enough here that I can talk with you, and hopefully answering their questions can answer something that you have on your mind as well, because it's super fun to learn in these live Q&As, maybe something that you hadn't thought about before. So hey Susan and hey Lisa, thanks so much for joining. So let's see. Jillian is asking, what is good to use for kids while they are working on schoolwork? So for diffusing. So in the EO Recipes Club, I do have recipes for focus. I have recipes for ADD, ADHD, and then also for focus. But a couple of different things you can try. I would say one thing that I would suggest trying first is a mixture of fir needle and lime. So that can be useful for a lot of kids to help focus on schoolwork. Heather's question is asking something that she can diffuse that smells like a spa, and that is safe for a 1-year-old around. So Heather, I would suggest to you that you take a peek inside of our learning center, which you can find at leahjacobson.com. Scroll down until you find the yellow box, and then you can access. You have to enroll, but it's absolutely free. And the reason why I do this is because Facebook is censoring a lot of posts. I've had a lot of things flagged, especially when it comes to the benefits of essential oils. They don't really like that too much. So I've put everything behind a membership, and there's a lot more information coming. I apologize for how long it's taking me to get our entire old website over into this new one, but I'm getting there. But right now, if you enroll for free in the Learning Center and you click on the Children's tab, you can find a lot of information for children, including a list of I think it's the top 14 essential oils that I recommend that you can use around children. As far as something that smells like a spa, I don't really know about that, because it really depends what aromas you have associated with a spa. And I'm not really sure what those could be, but I do know what essential oils are safe to use with children. So hop on over there, Heather, to our learning center and enroll and click the Children's tab, and there's a ton of information over there. And P.S., if you click the inhaling tab, it'll let you know all about inhaling and diffusing and times and all of that stuff too. Stacy was asking me my opinion on Robert Tisserand's video from yesterday, and so I've already typed that out, and after I typed it, I realized, you know what, I should go live and answer your questions. So if you've seen Robert Tisserand's video from yesterday and you have questions or want to know what my opinion is, if you care, I already replied to Stacy over there in the other question. If you are interested, if anyone has specific questions, let me know, and that's fine too. Caitlin is asking for bug repellent mixes that are safe for a 1-year-old. So I do have, even at the free level in the EO Recipes Club, I do have insect repellent spray available. It's also good for ticks too. So if you go to leahjacobson.com, scroll down to the green box, you can click through there and enroll at the free level of the EO Recipes Club. And there's 11 recipes that you can access at the free level, and the insect repellent spray is one of those recipes. So you can access that over there, and yes, it's safe for all ages, including a 1-year-old. Lisa's question. Oh, good. So you are here watching, Lisa. So your question, other than your own, of course, what books are your go-to for recipes and DIY ideas? Ooh, great question. Well, I have the EO Recipes Club for a reason, because that is the place that I go and I add all of the different recipes that you guys ask for in there. I do not have a print book yet because it is still a work in progress. So my go-to for recipes, I love Mommypotamus. Mommypotamus would be my hands down, no questions asked, go-to for recipes. And she has recipes not just for essential oils, but she has just all of those natural deodorants, all of that type of stuff for recipes. So that's what I would recommend. Her and I kind of started out at the same time, and before I was into essential oils, I was into natural health and cloth diapering and all of that stuff. So that's how I started out, and now my focus is obviously on the essential oils, but I absolutely love Heather. We're friends. I absolutely love her stuff. So I would recommend that. Of course, Aromahead is also a great source of information for recipes. The only thing that I would have to say about that is you have to do your own research as far as safety, because sometimes there are recipes that maybe include peppermint, but there's no FYI, did you know some women may have a reduced milk supply if you use peppermint? So there's no safety included in the recipes. There's nothing saying do not use under age 6. Now she believes that, she understands that, she knows that, but she doesn't have all of the safety included on her recipes, which I get. There's a lot of information. If you have access to EO Recipes Club, even on the free level, you can see the pages and pages and pages of information that I have. Not just the recipes, but who it's safe for, who should avoid, and there's only so much information you can put on a meme or on a little square of a recipe, so I get it. So just make sure you have a reference, whether it's one of my books or one of my, online accesses for the safety, just to make sure that you are aware who it is safe for and who it is not. Let's see. Janine was just replying to Robert Chiserin's video comment. I was so confused after watching his video. I know, right? There are studies that show oils are antiviral, aren't there? Yes, there are, including in his book. I actually just researched before I came on here, and I have the Kindle version of his book, and you can see antiviral activity being reported even in his book. Maybe not specific to this virus, but in general, yes. Maybe he's just being cautious, yes. My take was, it started sounding good, and then it was like it all got thrown out the window, and then it got pulled back again, and I don't know, I was super confused as well. I guess I know I wasn't the only one. Let's see, Lindsay, are there any oils to treat psoriasis that you can put directly on your skin? Absolutely, Lindsay. So I don't believe the psoriasis recipes are part of the free level of the EO Recipes Club. If you are already a member, though, you can access those recipes. You can just type in eorecipesclub.com or go to leahjacobson.com/recipes or just the .com, scroll down to the green box. And you can enroll if you aren't already. And I do have some recipes for psoriasis over there. In a very specific dilution and very specific carriers and very specific ways that you can use those. But absolutely. The key with psoriasis is you have to apply these regularly. You have to get ahead of it. My husband has psoriasis, and I'm trying to get ahead of it, but then he's like, I don't really feel like, you just have to get on it a couple of times a day. And that can be difficult if it's not you. If it were me, I'd be in the morning after shower, put it on, before bed, put it on, and all that. But he's just he's the guy, they don't really care so much. So it's all right. But you have to be very diligent, and you really have to have lots and lots of moisture. P.S. Even if you aren't a paid member, and I'm not sure by your name if you are a member or not, because there's so many members, but there is still information at the free level. So even if you don't have an exact spelled out recipe for you, at the free level, there's a lot of information in the intro posts. Now, some posts have a lot more information than others. I'm talking about paragraphs of information of non-essential oil things that you can do. Other intro posts are very slim because essential oils are the only way, and then there's just the recipes. So just don't give up. Click on all of those intro posts to make sure that you can get the most information possible. Let's see. Angela, what oils are good to clean wood floors, and can I mix with pine sol? You can add essential oils to pine sol if you wish to. As far as it really depends on the finish. If you use too much essential oil, it could dull the finish, damage the finish. I would definitely test first on an inconspicuous place just to see how that works, because there's different kind of wood floors, and not all floors are created equally. But you absolutely can add essential oils to clean your floors for sure. Michelle Thompson, making a magnesium body butter and wondering how strong of a dilution I can use for muscle pain strain after a workout. Since I would only use after a workout and not every day, I'm thinking I could do stronger. Yes, you can do stronger. I'm not using things with low topical max. Perfect. So depending on the severity of muscle damage, but you can comfortably go up to about 20% if necessary. So in the Recipes Club, which I think you are a member, if I'm not mistaken, Michelle, I believe you are a member, but you can see the varying amounts of dilution that I use depending on the severity of the muscle issues. There's ache, there's cramp spasms, There's even, I know this isn't a muscle, but even tendonitis, like there's varying amounts of percentages of the dilution that I have created depending on the severity. But as a general question, you can generally go up to about 20% for muscle issues, especially when it's just once in a while, not daily. And yeah, especially if you are not using essential oils that do have a topical max. You may only need 5%. So honestly, I would try 5%. And if that works, great. If 10% works, great. So let's see. Let's see any other questions. Melanie, looking for a safe brand of vanilla essential oil. doTERRA does not have one. You can find a list of brand suggestions, companies that I purchase from and companies that I do. Okay, I just got a phone call and I'm so glad. I don't even know who it was, but I hung up. I'm like, don't lose my live. Oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. In the Learning Center. So if you go to leahjacobson.com, scroll down till you hit the yellow box and enroll for free, click brands in the tab, you can find a lot of information. I do not know who has any in stock at the moment, but you can probably try Eden's Garden. And the oleo resin is the one that you want to look for. I think I even have aromatics. Some of these I have right here in my, so this is actually aromatics.com. This is vanilla oleo resin. And it smells, oh my gosh, it smells so good. I love it. Hallelujah. That is amazing. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, let's see. Hello from Romania. Good to see you, Adriana. Julie is watching. Hey, Faye. Hey, Jennifer. You are welcome, Melanie. So I'm going to hop back over to that post where I was asking questions. Those of you here live with me, if you have any questions, please ask. Let's see. Let's see, Megan, eucalyptus to help with, oh, wait, hang on. Lisa had another question. You are also an herbalist. Yes. What herb is the most used in my life and what herb must you grow have? Oh my gosh, that is such a great question. Oh my gosh. That is really, really difficult to pinpoint right away and quickly. I'm going to actually come back to you on that one because I really need to think about this. Because I use herbs not just as food flavorings and food seasonings and, for culinary purposes also, but I use them for teas. There's throat coat tea that has herbs, which is a mixture of herbs. And that is something, if any of us feel like we have a sore throat, then I like to give everybody in the house if they have a sore throat, especially me. I love using it. But let's see. Oh, there's like herbal tinctures that I use, capsules. Like there's Gaia Herbs has a great blends that are capsules for like there's whole body health supplements. There's Quick Defense whole body health. There's echinacea and elderberry capsules, and I always have those in stock as well. And that would be a different form of herb, and that would be a tincture, which is very useful if you feel like you're getting sick. Elderberry is a great one as well. That is a medicinal plant, and you can use it to help with, any viruses going around. It has huge antiviral properties. And I actually have a recipe for my elderberry syrup. I say syrup because I really don't add honey to it, but you can if you want to, in the Learning Center under immunity. So if you click the immunity tab, you can find my elderberry syrup recipe and some other things, including the big C thing going around and my opinions about that as well, as some tips and information. As far as ones to grow, I love fresh basil. I think it's absolutely amazing. I love smelling that. But yeah, that's a whole other can of worms. Like seriously. By the way, we have a sister group. It's called Learning About Using Herbs Safely. So join that if you haven't already. And of course I'm barely in there because you guys have all my attention over here, but there is some information over there and you can chat with like 12,000 other members too if you want to. So Megan's question, eucalyptus to help with breathing, what do I recommend? Eucalyptus can help some people with breathing, but if you have asthma, then it actually can have the opposite effect. Some asthmatics find that eucalyptus helps. It's like a 50-50 deal. Others really find that it makes things worse. So I would just be very careful. If you are asking about specifically congestion, then I would recommend fir needle. And I do have some recipes for congestion that are free over in the Yo Recipes Club, available at the free level as well. Let's see. If I can't go to buy Castile soap to make my own anti-germ hand soap, can I use regular liquid hand soap? You can. And put some essential oils in it. Yes, you can. So you can add essential oils directly to whatever soap that you have. I prefer the Castile soap because it's typically the cleanest soap with the fewest toxic ingredients in it. There's a lot of soap out there that has questionable ingredients or even known ingredients that cause issues. So Castile soap is typically going to be the one that's going to have the cleanest, purest ingredients already in it. Unscented, of course, is preferred. But if you already have a plain unscented liquid soap that you like, that you use, you can absolutely add the anti-germ essential oils to that alone. That is totally fine. Jackie, are there oils I can put into a diffuser that are safe for a toddler to be smelling? Yes. So if you go to our learning center, which is at leahjacobson.com, scroll down till you find the yellow box. You can enroll for free. It's an absolutely free membership that keeps the Facebook robots out and stops flagging my posts, because when I had this information on my website, and I still have a lot of information on the website that I need to move over, but Facebook would flag my posts because of the information that I had on my website, even though I followed their rules on the Facebook platform. So they don't like me to say antiviral. They don't like me to type antiviral. They don't like me to say benefits of essential oils and all that. They've actually become a lot more trigger happy on the delete button more recently, especially with the C thing going around and everybody saying that this helps and this helps and that helps. So I put it behind a membership, but it's free for you to access, although it keeps the Facebook robots out. So you can find more information over there. Click the children's tab, and then you can even print out a list, print out a list of essential oils that are known to be safe for kids, some essential oils that you should stay away from. And then depending on what your needs are for diffusing, then you'd have to pick and choose from there. But there is a group and there is a list of essential oils that are safe for kids. If you don't already have one of my book resources, you can access these as well. And this has a lot more information. This being the top 60, this being 240 different essential oils, and they all flag for kids age 2, age 10, depending on the essential oil. You can find out what essential oils are safe or not for your children. This has benefits, safety and benefits. This is just the safety, but you can find more information in our library, leahjacobson.com/library, to find out what the differences is between the books, unless you have a specific question for me. Karen said, you are welcome, Jackie. Karen says, I saw a warning from my local health unit that making homemade sanitizer is not safe. Okay, this is the new feet topic for me. This is like, get on my soapbox here. That I see people placing oils, ones that kill germs. What are your thoughts? Hand sanitizer works, guys. Come on. Please. And I'm not yelling at you, Karen. I'm yelling at everybody else, especially the professionals, especially the professional aromatherapists. We know essential oils are antiviral, so why are we throwing it out? Why are we telling people to not trust them all of a sudden? Why are we doing this? If we can trust soap and water, and we know soap and water works, why can't we trust a hand sanitizer made with antiviral essential oils? That's what I would like to know. So I don't know if everybody else is just too scared to say it. I don't understand. I don't know if people are afraid that Facebook is going to take them down over it. I do know you have to be careful what you say. I do know that if I have a post that says hand sanitizer in it, that is probably going to be removed by Facebook. And if I do that too many times, they will close my account. So I've had to be super creative. I've had to say phalange cleanser. I've tried to come live more so I can actually talk about it, because although, yes, they have access to and they can listen to everything we're saying live, they don't seem to have as many people on it. And I've not had known of anybody being actually flagged for their videos. So I'm way more careful about what I post, which is why, unfortunately, you don't see my posts anymore that are like all these benefits of essential oils, because Facebook doesn't like it, even though the FDA is fine because I don't sell essential oils. Facebook is they just do their own thing. They have their own rules, and because I'm on their platform, well, I gotta abide by their rules. So, yes, you can make a hand sanitizer. You can absolutely do it. No, you do not need 60% or 70% or 90% or 2% of alcohol. You do not need it because you are using the essential oils. And for people out there who are trying to say, you can't use essential oils on your skin because you would need so much essential oil at such a high dilution, you would damage your skin. No, you wouldn't. 0.2% dilution of tea tree kills viruses. 0.2%. That is not very much. It does it instantaneously. It does it on contact. It does it right away. So I just don't get all of these professionals who are just, I don't know, maybe they're afraid. I don't get it. Maybe they never believed in essential oils all this time. I do not know. But essential oils work. Essential oils are effective. There are antiviral essential oils. And yes, you can make a hand sanitizer with no alcohol. And yes, it will work just great, even at 0.2%. My recipe is at 2%, which is 10 times more, right? Or 100 or whatever the math is, more effective. So yes, wash your hands with soap and water if you are at home and you don't leave your house. Today, I had to get something notarized. I have not left the house since March 22nd. I had no choice, had to go do it. So what did I do? I used hand sanitizer after I left the bank because I didn't have a sink and soap in my car. So use common sense, people. When I came home, what did I do? I washed my hands with soap. Now, am I using my hand sanitizer in my house as I'm home all day? No, I'm not. You do not need to do that. But sorry for being in my soapbox, but I'm just like, this is my hand sanitizer box, guys. Hand sanitizers work. You do not need 60% alcohol. Essential oils are super, super effective. And if you want a free recipe, so for those out there that are saying, I'm just trying to make money off of this, trying to say hand sanitizers work. I don't even sell it. I'm giving you the recipe. It's available for free. So if you enroll in the EO Recipes Club, you can access the spray and the gel recipes. They're right over there for absolutely free. Thank you, Merla. I am sorry, but I'm not sorry. Like, it is frustrating watching these other aromatherapists that are all of a sudden like, don't trust your essential oils. It just boggles my mind. It's like, why? I just don't get it. So Karen saying, thank you so much. You are welcome. Because I make my own. I wanted to be sure it was safe for my kids. Yes, it is absolutely safe for your kids. Absolutely safe. Sandra is saying, follow the WHO recipe and add essential oils. There are no studies for this specific virus. I'm a certified registered aromatherapist. Yes. Now, thank you for bringing that up. There is nothing out there that we are aware of that is specific to this specific strain of viruses. Now, coronavirus is a family, just like influenza. Now, every year there's supposedly different strains, right? So we can't always say that whether it's a vaccine, and don't get me started on that, or whether it's whatever else it is, that whatever is going to attack and kill that specific strain, even though it's under the umbrella of that, virus family. So there have been essential oils that have been proven and shown, even hydrogen peroxide at PubMed, to kill the coronavirus in general. Yes, there are different strains. So no, we cannot definitively say anything works for COVID-19. However, everyone's still saying use soap and water and use hand sanitizers, even though nothing has actually been proven. So what are we supposed to do? Are we supposed to do absolutely nothing while we're waiting to hear back of what we're supposed to do? Or do we use our brains and actually use things that we know to be safe and effective in other situations for other strains, for influenza, for the cold and flu, for coronavirus, whatever that it is? Yeah, we're going to use what we have and what we know now so far could potentially work rather than doing absolutely nothing. You are welcome, Carla. Thank you for speaking the truth. I am so tired of all the fear-mongering of essential oils. So am I. And look, you guys know I am the first one to say essential oils don't work for thyroid. Essential oils don't work for this or that. And you can't do this and you can't do that. But I'm telling you, essential oils are antiviral. Some of them are antiviral and you can use them in a hand sanitizer and you can diffuse them in your house. Listen, viruses are airborne. This specific coronavirus is also airborne. So diffusing essential oils in your house, essential oils kill airborne viruses too, on contact. So if you are breathing and spewing your germs into the air and you have a diffuser running and the germs and the essential oils meet, guess what? It's immobilized. If you are spritzing your counter with the antiviral essential oils or antibacterial essential oils, it's going to attack and kill and neutralize those bacteria and the viruses. That's how it works. And it doesn't need to sit on the surface for 2 hours or anything. Like, it works on contact instantaneously. That is how they are designed. So, thank you for being patient with me. I think I feel a little bit better now. It just drives me crazy. It's just crazy. It's crazy. All right. Shanna is asking, I have a 9 and a 13-year-old as well as a dog. What is a good oil to diffuse during the day? So Shanna, it really depends on what your needs are. So there are essential oils that are safe for 9+-year-olds and dogs as well. So I would suggest that you go to our learning center, which is 100% free. If you go to leahjacobson.com, scroll down till you hit the yellow box, enroll for free, click the children's tab as well as click the pets tab. There are lists for both dogs and humans, lists of essential oils that you can use that are safe, and just, cross-reference the two. If you happen to have one of my resources, I list pet safety as well in these as well. So you can look up specific essential oils and it will show you right away. Like for example, spike lavender. This is potentially convulsant. Do not use around your pet. So this would not be safe for dogs, but it is safe for all ages as long as your child isn't epileptic. Lemon essential oil is one that is safe for all ages and is safe for your dogs to inhale. So you just have to kind of look them up and see what essential oils that you want to use. So why do you want to diffuse? Is it for focus? Is it for energy? Is it for calming? Whatever that it is. And then just make sure that those essential oils are safe for both children, yourself, your pets. And again, there is free information in the Learning Center, and I do have quite a big list over there, but of course, 60 essential oils here and 240 essential oils here. They're just not on the website. Katie, I want to start diffusing oils in my home, which includes 2 little ones under 4, but get easily overwhelmed when searching for what is safe. I mostly want to do for scent purposes, but have obviously anything with added health benefits would be wonderful. Everyone I know that sells oils and blends always says this and that are safe for kids, but when I look them up, some of them are really not. It's true. You really need to not just accept all of the information from somebody selling you essential oils. You really need to look up the safety on your own. And that's why I came up with these guides, because most of the information out there, it's either number 1, you have to get certified and spend several $1,000s, or number 2, you are getting information for free all over the place, but it's from people who sell essential oils and they're just trying to sell essential oils. They don't even, half of them, realize that there is safety involved. And then she says, sorry, never really asked a specific question. What would be good safe starter oils for these purposes? Well, it really depends on what your needs are. I know I get asked this a lot, like what are the best essential oils to start with, but it really depends on your needs. I mean, if you have a kid with ADD or ADHD, your needs are going to be a little bit different than somebody with no kids, or if you are pregnant, or if you're on medication. Things are going to not necessarily all be the same. All the lists will not be the same. That being said, there are a few essential oils that don't have any known safety issues, other than, of course, if you have an allergy, and people can have allergies to absolutely everything and anything. Tea tree would be one that is great antibacterial, antifungal, and antiviral, and that is awesome for cleaning. It works for so many different things. Yes, there are some people allergic to tea tree essential oil, just like, unfortunately, some people are allergic to chocolate and other things. But tea tree is a great starter. Again, no known safety issues, and it's great for so many things, safe for children to be around as well as dogs. Nothing safe for around your cats as far as essential oils go. Lemon would be another one that's absolutely amazing for cleaning as well as energy. It's uplifting. I love mixing it with tea tree. They are my dynamic duo when it comes to cleaning and disinfecting purposes. Another one I would recommend is helichrysum. It's one that is not as common as some of the other ones out there, but it is amazing. It's great for bumps and bruises, for skincare, anything to do with the skin and trauma to the skin. It's absolutely amazing. So that would be another one I would recommend you have on hand. And then fir needle would be, if I had to pick 4, fir needle would be the 4th one that I would pick. It's great for congestion. It's great for focus even. And it's a great expectorant. It's great for coughs and congestion in general. I guess if I had to pick a fifth one, I'd probably say sweet orange. It mixes well with the fir needle as far as calming. It has so many different benefits. So, I mean, I could go on and on talking about the benefits of different essential oils, but again, it really depends on your needs, Katie. So if you have any specific needs, let me know. But as far as safe for kids under the age of 4, as long as they are a minimum of 6 months old, they can inhale essential oils that are safe for everyone or safe for children. And you can use them topically on kids as long as they're over age 2 and above, and that's just a general rule. Of course, if your 1-year-old gets stung by a bee, put on the essential oil, dilute it, obviously. So I would recommend, Katie, that you log into our learning center absolutely free. Click on the children's tab, and that will give you a great starting base for essential oils. Actually, I think I have my top 14 over there that I would recommend for kids. Is diffusing safe for guinea pigs? We generally recommend small mammals or small animals that you avoid using essential oils, that you instead use hydrosols. And this is something that I actually recently added to the Learning Center, is just a little bit of information on kind of like other animals. I'm actually just clicking that on right here. So I have information for dogs, of course. If you haven't already accessed that information, it's under pets, as well as information for cats, including kind of like the worst essential oils. I know all essential oils are not recommended around cats because they do lack the enzyme required to metabolize the essential oils. But there are some essential oils that are like kind of extra bad for cats. And then I have just a quick little using essential oils with other pets, animals, and this includes guinea pigs. It includes, snakes, rodents, whatever. Generally, you want to avoid the essential oils. They're just too concentrated for their little tiny bodies. And instead you can use hydrosols. So I do have information, just click pets, and then using EOs with other pets, animals. It's the one right after the ones about dogs and cats. So hopefully that answers your question. That being said too, as long as the guinea pig isn't in the room, it's going to be fine to diffuse. Michelle, am I correct that if my baby granddaughter is napping in another closed room and my dog is away, my son can diffuse tea tree and lemon in the main part of the house as long as it's turned off 15 minutes before baby and dog return? Yes. In fact, lemon and tea tree are both safe for dogs to inhale, so it's not even required that the dog be out of the room. And as long as your baby granddaughter is at least 6 months old, it's not going to be unsafe for her to inhale those either. Tea tree and lemon are safe for children. And contrary to some opinions out there, tea tree is also safe around dogs. I actually address that specifically in the Learning Center under pets. Click dogs - a note about tea tree. And what you will find is me breaking down those 3 citations that are generally used to kind of back up why tea tree essential oil should never be used with dogs. And according to that theory and breaking these down, you should never use any essential oils with dogs if you're going to extrapolate that from this. So if you are curious and interested to know why, then you can click over there. And again, if you still don't want to use tea tree essential oil around your dogs, that's also fine. Just don't do it. And that's okay too. Okay. Oh, I'm like almost done. Saritha's asking, I found the CBD mixed essential oils at a store. Does it work the same way as the regular essential oils? Yeah, that would be something totally different. Typically, the essential oils would be used to flavor the CBD oil. And I personally do not recommend adding essential oils to something that you are going to consume, especially if it's just for a flavor. And especially if it's something that you are going to be consuming on a daily basis. You should use essential oils for a specific purpose, even if that's diffusing, even if that's using topically on the skin, and especially if you are ingesting. There can be a couple of different essential oils that you can diffuse for certain purposes that may be useful. The benefit may outweigh the risk on that one, but not just all of them. Not just all of the essential oils you want to, and not to be used as a flavoring. So I would not recommend that, Saritha. Okay, let's see. Are there any other questions? Because I've run out of questions over on that post, and I'm running out of questions here on the live. But I hope I helped answer your questions. Let's see. Okay, so there's a couple of other comments about the Tisserand video. Somebody's saying, isn't he considered a world-renowned expert, though? Yes, he did actually bring aromatherapy to the English-speaking world. He did translate the first book of aromatherapy in English. So he's very respected. Okay. Wouldn't it be better to err on the side of caution with such a serious issue? I understand if you don't want to answer, still love your page. Err on the side of caution, though, in which way? I'm not really sure in which way that you mean that. If it's err on the side of caution and use them, or err on the side of caution and not. But you can feel free to elaborate. Stacy is saying, thank you, my thoughts exactly. Have his textbook and his thoughts in his video seem contradictory. Honestly, I've been finding that a lot lately with a lot of things in just like the last couple of years. I'm finding a lot of contradictions, even in his classes that I've taken, all of his published ones in the last few years, I take them. And even within like even the same lesson, like not just contradicting his book that he published a few years ago, but even within the same lesson seems to be kind of like, I've actually literally found contradictions within the same lesson, if not even on the same topic. So I'm not really sure what's going on there. So I've just kind of had to like use discretion and kind of like take what I need and kind of leave the rest. What is the shelf life of essential oils and how do you know if they are going bad? So again, Learning Center. If you go over to the Learning Center and click on shelf life, I answer the questions for you over there. Again, don't miss the introduction. Sometimes that's very useful. In this case, it gives you links to all of the other posts, which can be helpful, especially if you are on a mobile device. There's so much actually, there's not as much information here as there is in the Recipes Club. But I go over why they expire, what makes essential oils go bad, essential oils most prone to oxidation, general guidelines, estimated shelf life for the popular essential oils, how to tell if they've gone bad, what to do if they've gone bad, and how to make them last longer. So if you can enroll for free in the Learning Center, then click on the Shelf Life tab. You will have all of those questions answered because the shelf life really depends on the essential oil. I also have the information in here too. There's a shelf life listed for all of the 60 essential oils in this book. So Copaiba, for example, 6 years. So benefits, or I should say safety on one side, benefits on the other for the top 60 essential oils, as well as information in the back, including dilution charts, carriers, children, pregnancy, breastfeeding dogs, and cats. And I only have a few of these left in stock. So if you want the print version, I only have a few of these, and I have a little bit more of these in stock, but once they're gone for a while. I do not keep them in stock every day of the year. There's usually several months of a gap between when I run out and when I reorder more. So just as an FYI. And for those of you, I know a lot of you want both of them because the one has 60, but the other one has 240, but then the other one also has benefits and not just safety. So a lot of you like to grab both, in which case you can find the bundle at leahjacobson.com/bundle. That's where you can find it if you decide that you need both of those at the same time. Stacey saying, I love this book. I use it every day. Well, there you go. So you have 60 of them at least over there. Mariah says, maybe I missed it earlier, but what are the best essential oils to use in homemade hand soap with a 2-year-old? You can use tea tree and lemon. Tea tree and lemon are absolutely fantastic for bacteria and viruses, and they're safe for all ages. Just stick to a 2% dilution. For those of you that need a cleaning spray, I do have, that is one of the free recipes available in the EO Recipes Club, is I do have a cleaning spray that uses tea tree and lemon essential oils as well. So, hey Terry, thanks so much for watching. So does anyone have any last minute questions before I get off? I'm just going to check this thread over here one more time to see if there's been any other questions, and there is not. So I guess I will get off. So thank you so much for watching. I will be uploading this on YouTube in case you need to share it outside of this group for whatever reason, or in case you want to bookmark it. You can feel free to do that. And I will talk to you guys later. See ya.